Sarah Charity from Environmental 360 Solutions. I'm here today with Randy from CSAT.
Randy Narine, professional firefighter in the province of Ontario. Also board of directors for CSAT, handling research and testing.
Damaged batteries need to be stored and shipped separate from regular intact batteries. Randy's going to help us identify what a damaged battery looks like and what personal protective equipment we need when handling damaged batteries.
So before we even interact with any sort of damaged battery, we're going to have to make sure we have the appropriate PPE on. Because we don't know if they're actually off-gassing, a lot of the gases that tend to come out of these things are invisible to the naked eye unless you have a thermal imaging camera with you to see it, or a foregas to detect that there are gases coming off of it. I always recommend that you wear an N95 mask just to add a protection of safety to this. And then once you have the N95 on, safety glasses in case there is an actual explosion of the battery, and I utilize the cell block gloves because they're high heat gloves. These are equivalent to firefighting gloves. Now, we're coming close here. I'm going to show you some damaged defective batteries. Now, this one here in particular, that is clearly damaged defective because they're all burnt out. So that is one clear sign that those batteries are damaged. Now with these pouch batteries, you could see the charring here. You can also see the deformity of the battery, and you can see swelling, because this is not what it looks like normally. This is also an example of a battery that's gone through a thermal event. Now this one is a little peculiar. Now these are pouch batteries, and you can see the swelling in it. Now sometimes when you're looking at these batteries, they don't present this exact same way. The swelling may not be as noticeable. So what I like to do is, if I'm not sure, I take a fresh clean battery that's similar to this one, and then I compare the two to see if there is any bulging or swelling with it, because then that gives me a baseline that there is something wrong with this battery, and they should all be the equal size. And same with here. Here's another pouch battery, and you could see, obviously these aren't the same, but you could see that this one is swollen a lot more because I could feel the air in there versus this one. So this is a little closer to the shape of what it should be, but you can notice the noticeable swelling on it. And those are just basic signs of damage batteries. Here's another one. And again, it's separated, and it's pretty easy to figure out that these ones are damage defective. So now that we've identified a damage defective battery, we need to package them for transport. When transporting them, we're going to be using a Transport Canada approved container. This cell block drum actually comes with its own DOT and Canadian Transport Canada equivalency permit. So now that we have this, we're going to open this up. So what we're going to do is put this in a Transport Canada approved kit. We're going to take the cell block X out. So these 5-gallon pails come with enough cell block X to transport your batteries. What we're going to do is we're actually going to put these individual batteries into these plastic bags to protect the terminals. Close it up, put it aside. And I'm going to demonstrate with these two bags how to transport them. So what we're going to do is, as you see, this is an empty drum. We're going to put the cell block X in, because this is the secret sauce. So as you see inside of here, I have now lined the interior bottom with cell block X. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place these batteries like this. Now, I don't like to pack them very close to each other. I like to give them a little bit of space, and then I'm going to put more cell block X in it because then it'll encapsulate everything if there is an event and prevent propagation to the other batteries. And that's the purpose of giving it space. I like to make it even. There we go. And as you see here, everything's properly packed, it's properly lined, and those batteries don't have any, they're not touching any of the metal within there. So everything's properly encased, and that is packed well there. And then I put more batteries on top. Again, I put them in the plastic bag, put them in the pail, I put more Subblock X on. And as you fill the container, you're just going to continue to line, put the batteries in there, make sure there's enough space to get Subblock X in between everything. And you also don't want to butt them too much against the wall of the drum. I always like to leave some space so we can get some Subblock X in and around there, and that's just to add another level of safety.